Hello, everybody. It is Jenn Hall, your Epicure consultant. You can wait till people pop in here. I can see Corley was asking when I'd start, and I was just having a bit of technical difficulties of getting it started. So, I'll talk a bit about myself then. I'll start. My name is Jenn Hall, and I am a stay-at-home mom for the past 18 years. And I have two young adult teenager uh, girls who are one's in college and one's still finishing up in high school. My youngest daughter has had various different health needs or issues. She has a disability as well as other health issues. So that is one of the reasons why I've been at home. But lately, I've been looking at various ways of, earning extra income and things that will work around our schedule and medical needs. Hi, Coralie. So I can see you there. So feel free to comment below. I'll talk. I'll get to the comments as I see them. I'm going to show you what we're going to start today. We are going to make the new tropical pineapple chicken. I haven't made it yet, so you're going to be making it with me the first time, which is always a great idea. Let's practice live making something. But, you know, if you know me, that's how I roll. I don't try and do anything safe. But the recipe is right on the back. I'm going to follow this recipe. And it says, well, follow so-and-so, you know. It says, in a large bowl, combine 1 pound of boneless, skinless chicken breast fillets. And it says, it doesn't tell you to cut them up, but I'm going to cut them up because my family likes some small pieces. A small sliced bell pepper, a small red onion, and 2 cups of sugar snap peas, a can of pineapple chunks, some melted coconut oil. I'm not going to use any oil, and the seasoning. But the thing is, I had a really hard time. I did groceries yesterday. I had a hard time finding canned pineapple. So I had a fresh pineapple I had at home that I bought last week. So now it was like perfectly ripe. So I'm going to use that. I cut it up already. But what I noticed is that uses the pineapple chunks with the juice to add kind of for the marinade for it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use about half of a juice bottle. So this is like a cup. So I'm going to use about half a cup of juice just to add for the marinade. I'm good. As I said, I always kind of wing things. Um, and I figure the orange juice will give it also a nice tropical type of flavor with it. So we can start this off. Um, so first I'm gonna, like I started chopping some vegetables so that you're not seeing me chop vegetables all day long. But I already did a pepper and some purple onions. I'm going to do another pepper and some more purple onions because we like it more vegetable. So I'm going to turn this down. You're going to see this a bit better. And I'm going to use our Epicure flexible cutting mat. So it comes with a package of 4, 2 big ones and 2 small ones. So, and this is the Epicure Chef Pro knife. It is ceramic and it is great for cutting vegetables, cutting meat, cutting tomatoes, and avocado, things that are soft, um, cheese, brie cheese, anything like that. And it cleans up like a pro, and it stays sharper longer. So I'm going to get my container here and put some more in here. And I'm not a chef. I'm a mom, so my cutting skills are not that great. And talking and cutting is always fun, right? But so where is everybody from? I see there's a couple people in here. I live in Kanata, and I know the hostess, Corley, for many years. Our kids went to school together, and um, I was on the fundraising committee and the pizza lady and the hot dog lady, and Coralie would volunteer for a lot of the activities that I ran, and with pizza once in a while when she took, a lunch off or, back in the days when kindergarten was half day, sometimes she had time off. Oh yes, so the silicone stuff, yes, it's dishwasher safe. And the knife is. Also, the silicone stuff is freezer safe, fridge safe, dishwasher safe, microwave safe, oven safe, up to 425 or 450 degrees, depending on the thing. It says online on each thing the amount of the degrees in the oven, but also when you get it, it comes with a card too. Um, but yes, it's dishwasher safe. I've already thrown it in the dishwasher twice. I mean, I've only had it for 3 4 weeks, so. But just cutting these into slices. The bag of onions I got has a whole bunch of these little itty bitty onions. So since it doesn't give me an amount and I don't really measure, um, it I'm just doing the amount that for my family. We're a family of four, so there's like 4 adults. And also, what I'm going to show you, I'm going to put, since this is a demo, I'm not near a sink, I'm going to put some plastic gloves on. Remember these, Coralie, when we had to hand out pizza and hot dogs and anything to do with food? The live feed keeps getting interrupted. Anyone else having this problem? I am sorry if it is. I don't see it on my end. Yeah. So hopefully, if you maybe try and refresh it, and anything that you do miss, I will like it'll be there for the replay too. So, and so this was the fresh pineapple I cut. I did a whole pineapple. So, okay. I'll just try to get this up. But since there's no juices, I'm going to add juice when I do chicken. So I'm going to do the chicken, and what I'm going to do with the chicken, instead of just using the cutting board here, I am going to use the Epicure scissors. How things have changed. Yes, some things change, some things don't. I figured, this was the safest bet so that you're not seeing me here and then going to wash my hands and then, so these scissors, just use it to cut chicken. This is just fresh chicken. If it was partially frozen, you could even do it then. I've done it that way as well because sometimes I'm not smart enough or quick enough or remember enough to put it out earlier in the day from the freezer. But since I did groceries yesterday, this is still fresh. Prices of groceries have gone up significantly, and it just like almost killed me doing groceries yesterday. I was like, usually chicken is my go-to protein because everybody seems to like it. Well, my husband's not fond of chicken, but he'll eat it because it's usually cheaper. But it was $4.40 a pound or something like that. So I was like, usually I used to get for under $4 a pound, but I'm just cutting into pieces here. And this package is about 1.5, almost 2 pounds. I'm going to use the whole thing. Even though the seasoning says to use for 1 pound, you can stretch it. There's plenty enough seasoning. And if you like things spicy, you can add a bit of sriracha or hot sauce to it too. I'm assuming that this is not going to be a spicy dish, so there are 2 to 3 family members that like things spicy in my family, so hot sauce is always on the table. Usually sriracha, and or red hot, or I used to get a couple of times for my birthday the hot sauce of the month club, and so I have a variety of weird sauces from around the world. Some go with tropical, like they'll have mango or fruit in them, but some don't go so well. You always, yes, I am very resourceful. I as a so If you are a person that follows recipes, Epicure has all of the recipes for the products that is written on the package on the website. If you're a person who likes to try different things, or say, for example, your family's not too fond of how that meal solution works in that recipe, there is about 5 or 6 different meal solution recipes for each product on the website. And you can search the website. There was a post earlier today that I showed you where to search for recipes for whatever meal solution or spice mix you have. Or you could just go and search in the recipes under like lunch or supper or breakfast. So it's very versatile, very convenient. These recipes. So this says it cooks at for 16 minutes or till done in the oven for 425 degrees. So I already have the oven preheated because I didn't want to have to tell my daughter how to do it. And last time I didn't have it preheated, so it took a bit longer. And I'm trying to say, like, they say most of these recipes are done in 20 minutes from raw to ready. I'm slow at cutting, so I say about 30 minutes. So there's 4 pieces of chicken. I have a garbage bag right here. Put that in, and then I'm taking this off, taking the scissors away. So there. So now that I have the chicken, now where's my seasoning? Oh yeah, please forgive me. I also have ADHD, so I'm easily distracted. So, if you have any questions, also mention below or on any of the posts. I will respond to them. So, the chicken, bell pepper, onions, sugar snap peas. So, as I said, where did I go? I did groceries yesterday. I found these 30% off. They are perfectly fine. I looked at them, and they are going in here too. They are already pre-washed, so I mean, you can wash them again if you really want to. But so there's lots of vegetables, which is what we need. And I'm gonna take the seasoning. Let's get a knife here. So you could do, if you're a single person or you're a smaller family, you could do this up. And then freeze the leftovers or have leftovers the next day. Or what you can do is just do half of what the recipe says and then fold this over and like tape it or fold over and put in a baggie so that you don't, so you can do it again. But usually I like some of the recipes my husband and I like, and the kids might not, or vice versa. My husband might not like it. So I like doing these and then having leftovers and freezing them. So I have that, and then I'm putting half a thing of juice here because I don't have pineapple juice in my pineapple. Just so to make all the powder together. And then actually, I should stir that first before I put the pineapple in. Where's my spoon? Because what really needs the seasoning is the chicken. The vegetables will get it in the pan and that, so. But you just mix it all up here. But look, there's plenty of, look at the marinade here. The seasoning. There was plenty to fit all the chicken. Just make sure all the pieces get it. And so what's nice with, I'm going to show you the pan. So this is the full, like the half sheet pan. These are either cooling racks, or if you put on top of the pan, 2 of them fit like this, and you can cook bacon on it so it's nice and crispy. And what I absolutely love, love, love is the silicone liner. I bought silicone liners and the barbecue liners from like Costco and from Walmart and even from the dollar store and stuff. What's nice is this, it has a lip, so it fits into the pan. So it has a lip so that all the juices stay here. So this you just clean off and the pan stays clean. I mean, sometimes it might go over depending on how juicy or fatty your meat is, but the cleanup is such a simple thing. So easy and so versatile. Put that over here. So the meals. So I'm new to Epicure as a consultant, but I'm not new to the products. Our favorite thing that I've bought over and over again for like past 15 years, I've gone to people's parties and I'll buy one of the meal kits. I usually buy the Asian kit and the Greek one. I use them constantly. Their Epicure's products are all gluten-free, all peanut-free, are low sodium or no sodium, and low sugar or no sugar, depending on the products, especially compared to any store brand equivalent products, whether it's a sauce or a seasoning packet. So the stuff that we have done has been the Greek kit. I'll show you what's in the Greek kit. I just had to reorder it because I ran out of. So it comes in there's a bag, that little lunch bag thing. Oh yeah, I forgot to show you. I got my Epicure pin because I did at least one qualified class, so I get to wear that. That's kind of cool. Squirrel. I forgot that one. Anyways. Yeah, put that on. I knew I had it in the bag to show you. But the reason why I joined was for the past year with the pandemic, I've been buying a lot more Epicure stuff because I wanted some quick and easy meal solutions, because all I was doing with the pandemic was cooking from scratch and was getting into a rut of our usual stuff. And I was getting tired of just spending all day in the kitchen. See, there you go. And so I've been buying the stuff, and the reason why I joined, I wanted to get the discount, and because I was already buying, about $50 a month of it. But the Greek kit comes with Greek salad dressing, a seasoning. So it's this bottle makes about 8 bottles of salad dressing, equivalent of, that you add the vinegar and the oil to, and it has less ingredients. What's that? Something else here. And it comes with the souvlaki mix. Oh my goodness, that is really good on chicken or on pork. Does anyone have the ground beef separator too? I did, but I somehow it got messed up. I have to order a new one. It comes with the creamy garlic hummus. So this you add, drain and reserve the liquid of a can of chickpeas. Rinse the chickpeas, place in a food processor, reserve a quarter cup of the liquid, add 3 tablespoons of this dip mix and some lemon juice, and blend till smooth. And it makes really good, flavorful hummus. And the lemon dilly. So this is an amazing product. It is good as a salad dressing, as a dip, as a marinade, as a seasoning on fish or chicken, on vegetables. It is everything. You can make tzatziki with it. You can make a spread with cream cheese. And also for this month, I wanted to show you, this month, there's the 3 dip thing for hostesses. So the hostess exclusive is I have 2 lemon dillies because that's from the hostess thing, is the lemon dilly, the 3 onion, the CCB, and then you get this mini appetizer plates. So you get, how many is in here? 6? Yeah, set of 6. So they had these November, December in the catalog, or as a special thing that you could order. And then it was out of the catalog. So it is now back as a hostess exclusive. So if anybody wants to book a party in March, let me know. And this you could have and get the appetizer, plates, because they're really cute square little plates. They're kind of fancy. I'm not a fancy person, but sure, we'll go with that. I have them ground beef too, and I love it. Lemon dilly is a staple. Oh my god, yes. So I ordered the hostess exclusive to show people at your party as well as any other parties this month. And I'm like, oh, it comes with lemon dilly. I'm like, well, I ordered the Greek one because I ran out of the Greek salad dressing, and it's always cheaper to buy the kit anyways, because you're going to, you save a few dollars on each product. So this is all stirred together. Now I'm going to add the pineapple to this, and then put it on the cookie sheet. That's going to be quite full. So you just want to spread this all out. Get all that marinade down. Here we go. Now, hey Google, broadcast. Rowan, can you come down here, please? I'm going to ask my daughter to put it in the oven. There's a bit of the seasoning stuck on the spoon here. There we go. Oh, good. Welcome. Yes, it's being recorded, so it'll be there for the replay as well. So just put that in the oven, and I'll put a timer and call you, okay? Thank you. So now I'm going to tilt you up here so I can see the line. Oh, on roasted potatoes. That sounds amazing. I did the onion dip with on potatoes, and I did them in the silicone steamer. So also in the silicone steamer, I'll show you that. This is the multi-purpose steamer, and it comes with a little tray that you could put on top. So what you could do is put rice in here and the equivalent water. So you do like 2 cups rice, 4 cups water, one cup rice, 2 cups water, or what my friend who's from China, she says, her mom says, don't measure the water and the rice. Just make sure you rinse out the rice, put it into whatever vessel you're cooking in, and fill up the water up to your first knuckle, like the second knuckle here. So your first knuckle is touching the bottom, and then fill up the water to the second knuckle, and you'll have perfect rice every time. So you can measure if you're one that likes to measure. You can wing it. If you want to wing it, you can do the finger test, however you want. It'll work like that in the microwave. So this, I did rice in the microwave. I did 2 cups water, not 2 cups rice, 4 cups water, and I did it for 15 minutes. And like it's still hot. Like I did it a while ago, so it's still steaming hot here. And let's go. The rice is perfect. So this lid, what's nice is it has these holes. It really doesn't fit on the side here, so the steam will escape over here. But I did this so that I didn't have to like do it later. So and rice will stay warm in there. But you could do it with rice. Put this on top, and then do vegetables and meat and steam everything together. Like you could do. I've seen people do the rice. Put that in for like 5 minutes. Then put the meat with the seasoning, like say the Greek salad dressing as a marinade on it, or fajita seasoning and vegetables, and do another 10 minutes. Because the chicken in the microwave takes about 8 to 10 minutes, depending on how much you have there. A whole chicken. I shared a video of a whole chicken in there. Well, I think in the round one, that took 20 minutes. So, some other things I wanted to share with you. So, there is plenty of different meal solutions. Oh yeah, I was going to share with you the ones for the where is it? For the sheet pan meals. So there's now 5 different ones. There's a sheet pan meal collection. There's a wok collection. There's a set and go collection, which is great for your crock pot or instant pot. You could do it in the oven too if you don't have either of those, or in the microwave. But it has like the Philly cheesesteak. I've made this. It is amazing. I also did not follow the recipe. I doubled the amount of vegetables in here and had more than a pound of meat. And it was enough seasoning for everything. And I used 1 bag of shredded mozzarella on it, like at the end. You put for like a minute. And my husband loved it. My kids ate it. They weren't too fond of it because it was messy. But my husband loved it. And we ate that night, and hubby and I ate it the next day, and there were still leftovers. So it made at least like 8 servings. So the sweet garlic chicken, I have not made this yet, but it's also for the sheet pan. The tropical pineapple chicken's for the sheet pan. And what other one? I thought there was more that was for the sheet pan. There's 2 other ones. I'm trying to think what they were. But what's nice with that is that those meal collections, like the wok collection, has about 5 different Asian ones. I think there's General Tao's chicken, chicken fried rice, sweet and sour chicken stir fry, pad thai, and one other one I can't think of right now. But what's nice is that you get one of 5 different things, and it is about the same price as if you got, like if you counted 5 of one item. But you get to five different things, so you could find which ones you like and not be stuck with 2 others that you're like, if you don't like it, or if your family doesn't like it, or it's not their favorite, then you have 2 other ones. What are you going to do with that? You can give it to friends. You can try one of the other recipes with it that's available online. But I like those collections, especially like me as a new consultant. I'm buying them to try different things. This month we don't have a 50 meal collection. We did last month. I bought it, so I have 15 different meals to try. Some of them are repeats that I've tried before. So I've been really enjoying that. Also, the steamer is good for the oven, fridge, freezer, the dishwasher. It's easy to wash. The silicone mats are easy to wash as well. You can reheat, bake, steam, and pop popcorn. I showed a video. One of the first things I made with my steamer was making popcorn in the microwave. It was so easy and so good. I mean, you can't go wrong. Oh yeah, I forgot to set time. Hey Google, set a timer for 10 minutes. I figure I've been talking for about 6 minutes, so. This is what happens when you do things live. Also, some of the favorite seasonings that we like, my family at least, the fajita seasoning and the pico picante. Where is that? I had it here. That's the Greek. And the guacamole has been a favorite. That's still the lemon dilly. See, that's my lemon dilly, my one I had open, and there it is. Has been a favorite here. I've been making fresh salsa and guacamole weekly. That my family's like, no more. Like I was doing it for demos. There's the pico. If you follow the recipe that's on here to make fresh salsa, it's 2 tablespoons of the mix, 1 cup of diced tomatoes, a splash of lime juice, and cilantro. And let it stand. The longer it stands, the more it gets. If you do 2 tablespoons of this, it will be a spicy salsa. So it'll be like a hot salsa that you can get at the store. If you just use 1 tablespoon or do double the tomatoes, it will be like a medium salsa. So when I was doing as a fajita, I did like 2 tablespoons of this, and then the guacamole also has a little bit of spice in it. It has, I think, let's see here, ingredients. It has some red bell pepper, some garlic, some chilies, some herbs, and spices. So this made a nice guacamole. So this you literally mash up with um, 2 ripe avocados and 3 tablespoons of mixed lime juice. And if you want to make it creamy, you add some sour cream or yogurt, about half a cup. You can make it creamy, like a avocado crema or guacamole crema. But what's nice with this one, like this had a little bit of bite, this had a little, like a lot of bite, and then the fajita mix. My family loves it, other than Rowan, on shrimp. If you could do it on shrimp, you just get some peeled shrimp, or you peel them yourself. That's what I did because it's cheaper. Put this on shrimp. You could put it in the square steamer, or I did in the omelet maker for just 2 portions, uh, or the rectangular steamer. Literally 2 minutes in the microwave. The more shrimp, you might add an extra minute, like 3. But it was cooked. It went from gray to pink perfectly. But all that spice was a little spicy. But my husband didn't need to have any hot sauce added to it. When I made it a little bit milder, then he added a hot sauce, and so did my youngest daughter. But that has been a hit. But I'm not allowed to make any more chicken fajitas for a while because my family said they can make shrimp fajitas, but then what's Rowan going to eat? Because she eats chicken, so she doesn't eat seafood. Um, Another one kit that we like, as I can see the stuff here, I'm missing some of the things, is the Asian kit. So that has the sesame ginger thing, makes an amazing salad dressing, but also amazing marinade that you could use it for a stir fry, but also the Asian stir fry mix. Again, make a marinade for the meat or tofu stir fry. And it has um, two other things in there. I think there's a wasabi one, but it is really good um, to use, especially want like just something different. Make a normal salad, make an Asian dressing, get some of the crunchy chow mein noodles on top, maybe some slivered sliced almonds, or get one of those Asian snack bits with the rice crackers and stuff. Put on top like croutons, and you've got like a fun Asian salad. I put some bean sprouts and everything in there. Tell us more about the monthly order box. Oh yes, so the new Epicure box, subscription box, it is game changer. I have one coming. A friend ordered one for me for my birthday. I was going to order one for myself, but then she's like, "No, I'll order one for you." I'm like, "Oh, that's sweet." So she ordered me one for birthday for a couple of months. So I'm like, "Oh, that's so nice." But it comes with 7 meals. We don't know what the meals are. It's going to be a surprise. 7 meals, one exclusive, one sample dip, and then also 7 meals will be donated to the Canada Food Banks, or if you're in the States, to the Feed America, the Food Bank of America, or whatever it's called. They don't, like, depending on where you live, they'll donate. They've already donated like 80,000 meals from the subscriptions that were done. Like it just started. Like they haven't even come out yet. So like the first ones are coming this week. So what's nice is that with the subscription box is you get charged at the first of the month. So if you signed up for the subscription box now, you would get charged. Well, you get charged now because you're whenever you order it. You'll get your first box delivered the first week of April. and you won't get charged in April again because you've already paid for it now. Uh, the next box you'll get charged on the 1st of May, and your next box will be delivered the first week of May. What's nice is that you can cancel any time. But if you sign up for the 6 month subscription or the 12-month subscription, at the 6 month subscription, they're giving you at the end of the 6 months, they're giving you a $20 bonus voucher that you can use through Epicure. You don't have to, like, if you bought the subscription box through me, you don't have to use it from me. You can use it from me or from any other consultant or just off the website, however you want to do it. Um, at the 12-month mark, you will get like, if you sign up for 12 months, you'll get the $20 voucher plus your 12th month will be free. So that's another $35 for savings. What's amazing about it is that there's no shipping. So it is $35. I think there's tax, maybe because of the way that it's packaged, like, convenience or whatever, or there's tax, I think, but I don't know. If there's no shipping, I don't know. I didn't order it myself, so, but there's no shipping. So it's $35. I mean, I don't know about you, but that's really good. Like, that's 7 meals that you get to try. And if you like them, you can reorder a package of 3 or whatever. And each month is supposed to be different. Since everything the Epicure has is gluten-free, everything is peanut-free, over 85% of the products are vegan. And of the products that are not vegan, most of those, I think another 10% of the 15% are vegetarian. There's only about 5% of our products that actually have any meat product or meat byproduct. Like, for example, the Nourish broth. It's a bone broth. So, of course, it has gelatin and bone brothness, so from meat. But I think the beef stroganoff has meat in it. But if anybody is vegetarian, I can find out the exact ones that have meat in it for you. But I have a list of all of the ones that have either eggs or dairy or meat in it. I don't think I posted it in the group yet. I will later on today. Some of these they're just picture images that show you the ones that are not vegan. Because, as I said, 85% are vegan. Also, the rewind. So since this year is Epicure's 25th anniversary, each month they are bringing back 3 products that they put in the vault that were customer favorites. So this month, I'm excited about, is the one pot pasta skillet, the creamy chowder, which you can use for clams or fish or chicken or just vegetable, like make a vegetable chowder or corn chowder, however you want to use it. Also what was the third one? Oh my goodness, my brain just went blank now. I just posted it this morning again. Just looking here. What was the third one? The Tex-Mex crumb mix. So that is it. It is like a shake and bake type thing. So it's like our current crumb mix, gluten free, Tex-Mex flavors. So it has a smoky barbecue flavor. Um, so the Tex-Mex crumb mix, mild smoky taste with roasted tomatoes, a touch of alder, smoked sea salt, cayenne pepper, coat on pork chops or pork tenderloin. Probably would taste great on tofu too for any vegetarians out there, or tempeh. The creamy clam chowder, prep 8 minutes, cook 25 minutes, make it in the microwave or the stove top. Has a creamy base for chowder. Customize it with canned clams or shrimp or lobster. Hey Google, stop. Hey Google, broadcast. Rowan, can you come down and grab me the sheet pan? Yes, and even roast it. Yeah. And the oven pot pasta. Prep 5 minutes, cooks in 15 minutes. Contains fresh, lively flavors of basil, onion, bell pepper, garlic. A meal anyone can cook using only one pot. I have to continue to look more closely. However, are all the seasonings? Yes, everything is gluten free. Epicure 100% is gluten free, 100% peanut free. Um, Check over there or down by the microwave. Um, everything everything is gluten free. Everything is peanut free. Um, uh, what's the other thing? Um, it's like 90% GMO free certified or whatever. Like all the ingredients, how they get the stuff is like that. So that's the great thing with Epicure. I posted a thing about Epicure and why Epicure, because everything is pronounceable. There's not a lot of fillers. There is not uh, a lot of chemicals or things that you can't pronounce. It's all like dehydrated fruits of veg. Okay, just a second. I'll go. I'm gonna need help. Okay, just put it back in the oven. I'll get it. Sorry about that. We had a little thing with the oven touching the pan. So I'm gonna put something down so I don't melt the table. There we go. So I wanted to show you what it looks like. Doesn't that look so? The chicken's all cooked, the peppers are cooked, the onions, the the pineapple, very hot. And if you could have smell vision, it smells amazing. Yes, continue to look more closely, however. Yes, all the seasonings are gluten free. So this is it. So we're going to have this on some rice. And as you can see, there's lots of food here. We'll probably have leftovers. And that took, I don't know how long this video is, but I've been chatting. But probably about half an hour. But that's about it. If you have any questions, comment below the video. I'll check or message me. Um, Feel free to look at the catalog. Look at the collections. You get a better deal looking at the collections of saving a few dollars, especially if you want 2 or 3 of the items already, especially like the Greek and the Asian, the Mexican. There's also the meal solutions of the skillet, 5 meals, the wok, the set and forget crock pot ones, the sheet pan ones. So I'm very excited to try this because it's like this just came out in January. So I ordered this at one of the parties I was at, like helping host. Um, so I'm very excited to try this. And but yeah, check out those. Also, if you don't have one of the silicone steamers, um, it's it's a game changer. It lasts forever. I had one years ago, and the only reason why I got another one was because I made a cake in it and accidentally used a knife in it. Don't use a sharp knife in it because you will cut it and then you make a hole and then it doesn't work so well. So they have a silicone knife as a tool that you can get also through Epicure to use to if you want to make a cake with it or brownies in it, or if you want to use half like there's the brownie mix if you want to use half of it to make it in there because I think the brownie mix makes it in the sheet pan. But yeah, so have a wonderful day. Thank you for watching. Also, if you'd like to host a party in March, let me know because hosting a party also helps Coralie get an extra 50% off item for a qualified party because somebody hosted a party from her party. Also, if you are interested in more information about business and stuff, will have some posts about Epicure, and if you are interested in joining Epicure as a consultant or whatever to earn some extra money, you can do that too. But there's no pressure on that. I will just share the information. I joined because I wanted to save money and I decided to do a few parties and stuff to earn a bit of extra income. I actually yesterday I used a lot of the extra income that I earned to put towards groceries because groceries I wanted to stock up the freezer with some meats, and meat just has gone up in price. But my goal is with whatever income and stuff I earn, I'm putting away the rest in savings account to go towards retirement. Because I mean, I've been a stay-at-home mom, so I don't have really much extra income. And at some point, I'll retire or be old enough to retire. And I've only worked for like 20 years, so you know, not as many years. So, but doing this business helps me to be able to do this around my daughter, taking my daughter to the general hospital for IV iron, taking her for eye surgeries, taking, if we have to go to Toronto for surgeries and stuff. This will allow me to still be able to do my business around her schedule. No other job I could do would earn me some income while being able to take care of my family and their needs. So that is just thank you for very much for everybody attending, and I will continue to post some posts, and I'll post the ones about the vegan options that are not vegan for anybody who wants those. And please message me about any questions. Have a great day. We're going to eat this now.